Hi, I'm Dave Feldman, CEO of eFace Media, which has been delivering marketing services to Long Island and the New York metro area since 1989. Welcome to Long Island Marketing TV. In our first episode, we defined marketing as everything you do to bring your goods or services to market, including all the decision-making surrounding your business. What you're selling, to whom, and by what means. Let's assume that by now you know what you're offering to people, and in general, who those people are. Let's focus on the vehicles by which you're going to communicate what you do to your potential customers, patients, or clients, the people who will, we hope, pay for what you're offering. How will you let your best potential customers know what you're offering to them? Here are a few ways. See if you can spot which are the best among them. A storefront, the phone book, postcards, brochures, TV commercials, radio commercials, websites, SEO, social media, online advertising, video, networking groups, cold calls, word of mouth, or public relations. Did you spot the best one? Which is it? Sort of a trick question. The answer is they're all really good. Which you invest in depends on whom you're trying to reach and what your goals are. You might think that word of mouth is the best. It would seem to be the cheapest. It isn't. Consider where that great word of mouth, also known as referrals, comes from. It takes time and effort to develop a great reputation, one worthy of people putting their reputations on the line by referring you. The truth is, they're all potentially great ways of getting the word out about what you are offering to your particular public. The costs vary, and the degree to which each might or might not be useful, and this is important, given your particular product and its target audience, will vary a great deal. Very important to consider, first of all, is whether you sell to retail, the general public, also known as B2C, business to consumer, or B2B, that is business to business. Now let's start with postcards and brochures, print, for instance. In the early 90s, my company, eFace Media, used to buy lists of companies in certain industries we thought would be the right fit for us, using SIC numbers that represent the function or industry that company was in. We then sent postcards to those companies, often a few times over a period of months. The result, we got a lot of business, and we retain some of those accounts today. Now this might work for your business today, but you do well to consider a few things. The cost of postage, not what it was early in the 90s, and the fact that people's attention spans are drawn in many different directions nowadays, in large part because of the ubiquity of the internet and smartphones. While attention spans may or may not actually be shorter, there are certainly many more sources of information competing for our attention, and the chances are that a postcard will be noticed, while certainly possible, are less than what it once was. So these are cons to using postcards. A pro is the availability of variable data marketing, which is a technology by which you can swap out information. You might have a letter to a doctor's office, for instance, in a paragraph that's very specifically tailored to doctors' offices, followed by more general information about your services that could be swapped out, for instance, for info for lawyers. That's called variable data printing, and it can be very useful. If you're considering a mailing, you'll need to buy the mailing list, the design, the printing of the piece you're sending, the processing, which is how the list is put on the piece, along with the variable data processing itself, and the postage. You'll need to find out whether you should send your content out bulk or first class. And very important, be sure to send your piece more than once or as part of a larger multi-piece campaign. People typically need to hear from you about 7 times before they seriously consider buying. Now, what kind of return on your investment should you expect? A reasonable ROI is 1 to 2%. Next time, we'll discuss another method of reaching out to your best potential clients or customers. This has been Long Island Marketing TV. I'm Dave Feldman of eFace Media. Whatever your media, eFace Media, since 1989.